Right. Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Airiyanam, Namo Uvachayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam. Jai Jinendra Sabiko. So we've
Jai
been
Jinendra.
to Chah Dhala, and who is going to tell me the meaning of Dhal?
Shield.
Dhal is the shield.
Yes. And Chah Dhala is nothing but 6 chapters in this book. They're just classified into 6 shields because chapter 1 described basically Daulat Ramji starts with saying that he sometimes we ourselves don't know what illness we have. So first, it's like we go do a blood work and all that. So he's first telling us what illnesses we have, and then he's going to tell us the cure, right? So far, we are fine. What illnesses have we found?
We are suffering.
Mithyato.
We are suffering.
No,
Suffering is the main.
that's all correct. But
Hmm.
in the first Dhal, what did we study?
Oh,
Yeah, about the gatis, in the various gatis, all the sufferings in the various gatis.
Right. So isn't
yes,
that a disease?
yes.
Correct.
That
Yeah, it is.
yeah, there
Addiction.
is
Yeah,
so much
yeah,
suffering, and
yeah,
we don't even think we are ill.
yeah.
So
Correct.
he's telling you, and like literally, if you put yourself in that instead of thinking, yeah, it's some gati, no, it's me who has been there all these. And I have been inflicted pain on, I have been pierced and cut and tormented and all those things, right? So it's telling you that if you keep staying in these gatis over and over again, I mean, that is what you can expect. So now we'll move on to the Dhal 2. And so what is Dhal 2? What is the, oh no, we did finish all the, uh,
Summary.
right, summary and
Yeah.
yeah, some of the, that's true. Okay. So let's see. And I did put the Hindi one, we somebody did, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the second dhal is, what is it for focusing on?
The reason why
Reason
we
for the
suffer.
suffering.
Heavier, right? Why are we going round and round into these 4 gatis? So the reason, so first it told you what disease you have, why you have the disease, right? It's like you have BP or sugar, or you've been eating too much of these wrong foods. So it's getting into why you are going around in these 4 gatis.
Yeah.
So we did the first one, that mithyatva, mithya, the gyan, darshan, and charitra. And we discussed grahit and agrahit mithyatva in that one. And you guys are saying we are on the third dhal, which is Jeev Tattva ke Vishay mein mithyatva, right? So again, these topics are not new. We have done them all in Vitrak Vigyan and Balbodh and all these things. But number 1, you guys don't have it memorized. So it's okay to study again, and then also just the repetition helps, right? So let's start from third chand. Uh, who wants to start reading? Viraj, you want to read
Yeah,
stuff?
sure. Yeah. The wrong belief in understanding of the living element, Jeev Tattva. Pudgal nam dharm adharm kal. Itne न्यारे hai jeev chal. Takun na jani viparit man kari kare de me nij vichani.
Vichan, right.
Yeah. Matter, medium of motion, medium of rest, space, and time are the five non-sentient substances of the universe. The soul is forever an embodiment of knowledge, Jnana Swarup, and is separate from this non-living, non-sentient substances. The soul with the wrong belief has no true understanding of this fact. In the ignorance, he believes himself to be the body, and further believes that he can perform the activities of the body and the body is functioning with his desire. The wrong belief makes him understand that the body and the soul are one and the same. This is wrong belief about the understanding of the living element, Jiva Tattva.
So, where did we study this?
And when we did the Dravya, the six substances, right?
Right.
In Bal
हाँ, तत्वों का
part
विपरीत
1.
स्थान, right? The जीव
Correct.
तत्व, right? So, so from previous whatever we have studied, what or how do we make the mistake?
We consider body as me, as I,
Right.
and the body and the soul together.
Has it helped us studying this 2-3 times?
Yeah. Focus. Basically, it gives us the
Yeah.
focus, right? That this is one of the top one.
But when I say has it helped us, have we started saying no, this is not me? Have we really imbibed it? Every moment we are driving the car, are we thinking I am Viraj, I'm Amit, or are we thinking I'm the soul?
Yeah.
So, so until we get that, we keep repeating, we keep studying again and again and again, right? So,
Correct.
so, uh, so it's big, and it's okay. It's okay. It's a laughing matter. Why? Because we have done this from Anadi till now. So it took so many years we have been with this belief, wrong belief. And if we think that, oh, this couple hours of swadhyay and it's going to turn around, well, it would be great, wishful thinking, but it takes time. It takes time. And that's why we have to stick with it. We have to continue. Continuity is very important. And I think that is the good thing about this course, that it gives you that continuity. At least once a week, you're listening to this thing. Hopefully, it gets better. And then, of course, the suggestions are every day you should be reading, even if it is the same material, it just needs to be hammered and hammered and hammered. So we have this big mistake of treating this Pudgal, the body, as me. And that is the cause of most of our miseries, because everything is related to the Pudgal, not the Jeev, all our circumstances, all our Sanyog, everything. And as soon as we divorce from this body, a lot of the miseries are gone. So, and even think about, like, let's relate this to the war. Whatever Trump is doing or whatever whoever is doing. Why is all this happening? What is the ego for? Is the ego for Jeev? No. Ego is always for that current paryay. Right? So I mean, obviously we're not going to get into the details, but let's say Trump thinks that Iran is doing something wrong, right? It's his ego that he thinks that he can interfere and fix it, or whatever it is that he's thinking, and which is causing so many lives, so much havoc in the regions of the world and all that. So basically what we are saying is that जीव को जीव नहीं समझना is a big mistake we have, which is one of the reasons of us to go around in this four gatis. So चलो next one, निधि जी आप पढ़िए.
मैं सुखी दुखी मैं रंग राव मेरो धन
आप
ग्रह
टॉपिक भी पढ़ दीजिए, मिथ्या दृष्टि का शरीर तथा. Is the topic given in English book?
इंग्लिश
Yes.
बुक में
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a
So
it is
misconception about the understanding
Yes,
of the
that-
nature of living element.
soul's misconception about the understanding of the nature of the living element, Jeev Tattva, thinking of wrong believer regarding the body and the alien substances.
No,
मैं सुखी
oh, is that what it is in English so much? Or
correct,
just
correct.
okay,
Yes.
sorry about that. Okay, go ahead.
मैं सुखी दुखी मैं रंग राव मेरो धन ग्रह गोधन प्रभाव मेरे सुत त्रिय मैं सबल दीन बेरूप सुभग मूरख प्रवीण. Instead of knowing the true nature of soul, being forever consciousness, the ignorant soul thinks that he is the body and performs the functions of the body. If the body is healthy, then it is beneficial to him. He is happy with the favorable external surroundings and unhappy with unfavorable situations. He is poor or rich, he is strong or weak, he is human and he is handsome or ugly, he is wise or a fool. He believes to have a wife, sons, wealth, house, and animal wealth.
So all that has to do with now, as far as I know, this Hindi book has a little more, detailed meanings of each of these. Anybody wants to know the meaning of Subhag?
Yeah, that is
Subhag.
mentioned here also. Handsome.
Oh, they do have those meanings. Okay,
yeah.
just didn't read them. Okay, fine. So basically, and we all have experienced this, nothing new, that we are, we all, any conceptions of ourselves is anything to do with the body and what it has accomplished after it was born, right? We didn't bring any of this with us. So even if I'm energetic, it's after I was born. If I'm rich, I got it in this pariyai. Poor, weak, whatever I am, it's not permanent. Permanent is only Jeev. And then on the way in each pariyai, it keeps having all these circumstances which it thinks is me, and then gets dukh because when it thinks it's me, all those emotions, rag, dvesh, happen, which accumulates the karmas, which takes you through the gatis, and then you have dukh from each gati. So you see how it is a cycle. Okay, we can go to the next one.
Shall I read, ma'am?
Yes, you can read because, yeah, this is a longer class, then each person can read a little more, sorry.
Misconception regarding the non-living and the inflow elements, Ajiv and Asrav Tattva. तन उपजत अपनी उपज जान तन नसत आपको नासमान रागादि प्रकट जे दुख देन तिनकी तिन्ही को सेवत गिनत चैन. Misconception regarding the non-living element, Ajiv Tattva. The wrong believer thinks that the birth of the
Okay,
body.
read the Anvayarth also, actually, I was thinking. That way you get to hear the meanings of some of these words.
Tan, body, upajat, born, apni, soul, upajajan, understands to be born, tan nasat, destruction of the body, that is death, apaku, of the soul, nas, destruction, man, understands, ragadi, attachment, etc., pragat, clearly, J dukh dain, these provide sufferings, tinahi kun sevat, indulges in them, ginat chan, counts as happiness.
Mhm.
Misconception regarding the non-living element, Ajiv Tattva. The wrong believer thinks that with the birth of the body he is born, and with the body's demise he will die. He believes to have favorable or unfavorable modifications occurring within himself when actually the changes occur in the body. This is his misconception regarding the non-living element. Misconception regarding the inflow element, that is Asra Tattva. The ignorant soul believes that alien substances produce happiness to him and as a result embraces them. He believes the alien substances are the reason for his likes, dislikes, and deluded state. He does not accept the fact that any alien substances can never give happiness or unhappiness to him. In fact, the belief that one can do the activity of alien substances, kartatva, or to keep the ownership in alien substances, mamatva, is a wrong belief. This produces unhappiness and is the reason for bondage of karma. This is the misconception regarding the inflow element.
So they've covered two things, Ajiv and Ashra, right? So, so it's again same thing with birth. He thinks I'm born, and then as soon as the body is gone, it thinks I died, which is obviously not true. We don't. We only change paryay. We don't actually die. And paryay is getting changed regardless, right? We were baby, we were young, we are old, whatever it may be. So that is nothing new, right? So when you die, it simply is a change of body. But it doesn't realize that it's really not me dying. Okay. Then it's about the Ashrav Tattva, that because of this Kartrutva, remember these 4 words? Who can repeat them?
Ekatva, mamatva, kartatva, bhoktatva.
Yes. And the rest of you define each one.
Kartatva means I'm trying to do activity of an Ajiv Tattva. Not me. Activity of anything else other than the Jiv Tattva, myself.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that I think I am doing. That's the main thing. Okay.
Correct.
Viraj?
Actually, I don't remember these. Yeah.
Okay,
Ek
let's
tattva.
quickly revise them. Ekvatva means that this is me.
Okay.
So I don't differentiate between the soul and body.
Soul and myself. Okay.
Right. That is ekatva.
Mm-hmm.
Mamatva is mine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anything related to body, the house is mine, the kids are mine, the wife is mine, all that is mamatva.
Mm-hmm.
And we are affected by whoever we have mamatva, right? We are not bothered by the neighbor, or we are not bothered
Right.
by Ukraine war, whatever. Only people that matter to us, mamatva jisikya, those matter, right? Kartrutva is the feeling of doership, that I am the doer of this.
Mm-hmm.
I am the doer of taking care of my kids. I am the doer of building this house.
Right.
That's the Kartrutva. Bhoktutva is I can enjoy.
And experience. Yeah.
Experience. I can go to vacations. I can enjoy this. I can eat. I can all that. So all of these have to do with body. So the person who let things happen doesn't have the doership that I did. Even though there will be no difference in his behavior as such. Yes, he will take care of the kids. He will do, but internally, because he understands the Vastu Sarup, he will not have that doership aspect.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
which is
or a
the
little bit of detachment, basically, right?
well, yes and no. Detachment, yes. But let's say even if you did think that the kid was yours, fine, you're not yet detached. But you remember we take that example of your kid does well
Mm-hmm.
and you think you taught him well,
Well,
you put
right.
him in the right school, you, whatever you did, right? Now,
Mhm.
then there's an autistic kid and he's not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
And then what?
Mm-hmm.
You don't blame yourself. Oh no, the kid
Mm-hmm.
is autistic, so he cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the doership?
Mm-hmm.
So really, we don't
Mm-hmm.
do anything. Things happen. They have their own karmas. They have their own whatever cycle happening. We
Mm-hmm.
just happen to be in the same time zone. So those 4 words, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Misconception regarding the bondage element, bandh tattva, and stoppage element, samvar tattva. शुभ अशुभ बंध के फल मंझार रति अरति करे निज पद विसार आत्महित हेतु विराग ज्ञान दे लखे आपको कष्ट दान शुभ अशुभ auspicious and inauspicious बंध के फल मंझार in fruition of bonded karmas rati arati kare does likes and dislikes nijpad identity of self nature of soul Visar, forgetting, Atamhit Hetu, for the welfare of the self, Viragyan, renunciation and right knowledge, Te, those, Lakhe, appear, Aapko, to the soul, Kashtadan, source of suffering. Misconception regarding the bondage element, Bandh Tattva. The soul obtains the association or separation of circumstances according to the fruition of non destructive karma. The wrong believer becomes perplexed, akulta, by his likes and dislikes and believes them to be favorable or unfavorable to him. As a result, he imagines being happy or unhappy. He becomes happy with acquiring wealth, spouse, and family. He becomes unhappy with disease, poverty, and loss of family. Auspicious as well as inauspicious activities are the cause of bondage of karma. Instead, he believes auspicious activities to be beneficial. In reality, the auspicious as well as inauspicious acts are both detrimental to the soul, but the wrong believer does not understand this fact. This is a misconception regarding the bondage element. Misconception regarding the stoppage element, Samvar Tattva. Right faith, right knowledge, and right conduct from the absolute point of view, Nishchay Samyak Darshan, are beneficial to the soul. As one gets stabilized within himself, there is a proportionate diminishing state of delusion. The wrong believer perceives them to be a source of suffering to him. This is the misconception regarding the stoppage element.
So what happens here is that, so first we have mamatva, then chalo mamatva tha tab tak bhi it was okay. But then what are we doing? We are believing that having we make this up that I have wealth that makes me happy. I have good wife, it makes me happy. I have good kids, that is a reason for my happiness. So that is the other misconception we have, which is the reason for the accumulation of the karmas. And then if I don't get those things, this acha, bura, good, bad, all this is our own imagination. And so we are happy when we think we got what we wanted, and we are unhappy when we think we didn't get what we wanted. So that cause and effect misconception is the Bandh Tattva ki bhool. And then Samvar Tattva ki bhool, which is we think that we are not now accumulating karmas, but the real cause for Samvar Tattva is only being in your Atma, Swarup mein sthirta. And as long as you are in your Swarup, that is the time frame which stops the karmas, not any other time. And as much as the attachment is less, that much vairagya, and that much sukh, the real sukh. And a jnani thinks, remember, you know how some people think, oh, these Maharaj Sahib, they have to tolerate so much. They have to tolerate rain and sun and heat. And if they also feel like that, then they're not the real sadhus. Because then their misconceptions are not yet gone and they've taken sadhupana. Right? So, and for us Shravaks also, we shouldn't think that that sadhu is dukhi because of those kind of what do you call circumstances that we think are unfavorable. They're not unfavorable to sadhu. So, okay, Bahubali ji, you want to start reading from the next one?
Yes. Misconception regarding the shedding element, Nirjara Tattva, and liberation element, Moksha Tattva. Nature of inborn wrong knowledge, Agrahita Mityatva Gyan. Roki na chaha nija shakti koye. Shivarupa Nirakulata na joye. Yahi prati tijut kachuk gyan. So dukkadayi agyan jan. Roki na cha did not control the desires. Nija Shakti, own strength. Koi loses. Shivarupa, blissful. Nirakulata, serenity state. Na, not. Joy, believe. Yahi pratitijut, with this like faith. Kachuka Gyan, whatever knowledge. So dukkadai, therefore a cause of sufferings. Agyan, wrong knowledge. Jan, understand. Misconception regarding the shedding element, Nirjara Tattva. When there is partial increase of purity, then there is a proportionate shedding of the impurity in the soul. This is known as the shedding associated with the stoppage of karma. This occurs only with the right faith from absolute point of view. When one is engrossed within oneself, then there is a dissociation of auspicious and inauspicious desires. This is known as shedding element or austerity. Austerity is classified into two ways. Austerity associated with the wrong faith and austerity associated with the right faith. Austerity performed in the wrong faith cannot give any true or meaningful shedding of karma. Austerity performed with the right faith, when there is an absence of auspicious and inauspicious desires, is the real reason for shedding of karma. The wrong believer does not understand this fact. He forgets his infinite strength from self-absorption and instead believes to have happiness derived from alien substances. He is unable to control his auspicious and inauspicious desires and the liking of the objects of five senses. This is the misconception regarding the shedding element. Misconception regarding liberation element, Moksha Tattva. Pure and perfect tranquility with the bliss from within is the nature of the liberation element. In this state, there is complete purity of the soul. This is the real nature of true happiness. However, the ignorant soul does not accept this fact. He thinks happiness comes with the help of body five senses and objects of five senses. This is the misconception regarding liberation element. Inborn wrong knowledge, agrahit mithyatva gyan. The presence of knowledge along with the inborn wrong faith is known as inborn wrong knowledge. Anadi mithyatva gyan, and can produce intense misery. This knowledge is not acquired by listening to the sermons, but is present with the soul since time infinite.
So, okay. So now here we did three things here. So, Nirjara, Nirjara, when does Nirjara happen? We've discussed this in detail in the past classes also.
When we're completely engrossed in the own self.
During the meditation state only, right?
Yeah.
Now, generally Nirjara means the karmas leaving your soul, right? They were in the same space, now they're not. Which happens, right? Because constantly whatever karmas are coming into Uday are also leaving the space of your soul.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we are accumulating new karmas. So the net result is not negative, and that is why they don't call it true nirjara. So even the tap, what we do, Vrat, Upvas, Sanyam, and all that, is not that you shouldn't do it, you should, but that is still in the Bal Tap category. And Samyak Tap, which is the true Tap, is the being in the Atma, and that is what is the true Nirjana. Where you don't have the desires of good or bad. If this happens, I want, you know how we are constantly, even unknowingly, we are desiring that, oh, if my situation is okay right now, I'm stress-free, let me stay that way. That is also a desire, right? Or that bad happened, I wish this could go on. Oh, we're like constantly planning in our minds. So that absence of desire of either good or bad, even the desire of something happening bad to others, absence of that also is the real tap. But Mithya Drashti doesn't understand that. He keeps thinking that there is happiness in others, right? What is other? Even my own Indriya is other, right? All the senses is other. And we think that whatever we experience through our senses is happiness. And then Moksha Tattva is, it's interesting, they use the word serenity. And it's, what was the word? Anakulta, right? Anakulta, they use the word serenity. Yeah, it's when we live in Florida, right? In Orlando, they have all these senior living spaces, whatever it is, and they have different names. One of them is called Serenity. So I guess they must think that at that age, you should have Anakulta.
Another way of getting Nirakulta, right? Staying in serenity.
Well, so the way I would look at it is, by the time you get to that age, you better understand this, all this, and be Anakulta.
That should be the entry ticket, entry token.
Right. And I like take an exam and then you can enter this. So,
Prabhaji, here when they say austerity is classified, do they mean tap and all that, or do they mean
yes.
meditation?
Tap.
Yeah.
Tap.
Meditation is one of the types of tap, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Have we done Bharat tap yet or no?
No.
Okay, it will come in the books.
Mm.
So it's 12 tap and meditation is
Mm.
one of them. Dhyan is one of them. So, okay, then, so that was moksha, and complete nirakulta is what we get when we are within ourselves, and which doesn't happen until we do. And then gyan, agrahit, mithya darshan ke rehte hue. Uh, so one is we came with it, that we cannot help it.
Mm.
Agrahit is the one that we came with, right?
Yes.
So, right. But we have to eradicate that too, even though we were born with it, right? So, uh, but that is one aspect, and then we keep getting new ones from whatever we hear in the world. And majority of our what do you call beliefs we gather in this life. The moment we are a little baby, we are told by our parents that with your name that this is you.
Mm.
Right? Then these are your parents. This is, what do? We have a little baby. What are we teaching them? All this mithyatva,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
So, so, and so then we accumulate more karmas with all accumulating more wrong beliefs. And then we also have the ones that we got from Anadikal. So, and then I don't know, in the book, it has an interesting name for it. Agrahit is called Swabhavik or Nisargaj.
Mm.
And it's part of you, right? Because you came with it. And well, also Nisargaj word is used for Samyak Darshan also, which means you brought it with you. You brought the sanskar, and now you don't have new updesh. Nobody told you about it, but you can still get Samyak Darshan. So Nisargaj will apply to us. Let's say we study all this, we get the right nirnay, we get the right belief, and we don't get the, let's say we don't get the experience, Samyak Darshan, right? But this can help us in the next life to be a nimit for Samyak Darshan, where even if you don't get the circumstance of getting the new knowledge or somebody teaching you, but your own intuition can get you Samyak Darshan because you've had this background. So, okay, let's read the next one.
Okay. The characteristics of the inborn wrong conduct, agrahita mithyatva charitra. In juta vishayani ki jo pravrutti taku jano mityacharit. यो मिथ्यात्वादि निसर्ग येह अब्जे गृहीत सुनिए जूते in jut with the wrong faith and wrong knowledge vishayani ki in the sensual pleasures jo pravrutti those who are indulging taku jano that be understood mithya charit wrong conduct, this way, mithyatwadi, wrong faith, etc., nisarge, inborn, j, those, abj, now those, grahit, acquired from others, suniye jute, listen carefully those. With inborn wrong faith and knowledge, the soul conducts his activities with indulgence in sensual pleasures. This is known as the inborn wrong conduct. Agrahita mithya charitra. All these three things are the reason for unhappiness. One has to remove them with the help of understanding the knowledge of truth, Tattva Gyan. Without this understanding, one is unable to get rid of desires of the objects of the senses, even if these are gracious attachments, Shubha Raga, or auspicious objects They are still the objects of the senses and need to be dismissed. The soul who is engrossed in them ends up forgetting his true nature of supersensuous bliss, Atindriya Ananda.
Mhm. So, agrahit is we came from this mithya belief that all this I'm getting from the five senses is giving me happiness or sadness. And we can get rid of this through what?
Engrossed.
Tattva Gyan.
That's what.
Tattva Gyan.
Or I was just checking if
Knowledge
you're
of
paying attention when he's reading. So, okay. All right. And hopefully that is what we are trying to do, right? Getting the yeah, so we can get rid of the great mithyatva. Okay,
Next
let's
one.
move on to the next one. Yeah.
Okay. Acquired wrong faith, Grihit Mithyatva, and the nature of false preceptors, Kuguru, and false lords, Kudev.
Mhm.
He Kuguru, Kudev, Kudarm Sev, Poshe, Chir Darshanamo Yev, Antar Ragadik Dharai Jeh, Bahir Dhan Ambar Tay Sane, Dharai कुलिंग लह महत भाव ते कुगुरु जन्म जल उपल नाव जे राग द्वेष मलका मलकरी मलीन वनिता गदादि जुत चिन्ह चिन्ह जे those kuguru false preceptors kudev false gods udharma false religion seva to serve and worship Poshe, to feed, strengthen. Chir, long lasting. Darshanamo ev, only belief deluding karma. Antara, internally. Ragadik, attachment, etc. Dhare, je, to possess those. Bahar, externally. Dhana, wealth. Ambara, cloths. The, with. Sane, attachment. Dhare, to possess, Kuling, wrong external pose, Laha, with, Mahat, Bhava, proud of superiority, Te Kuguru, those false perceptors, Janma Jala, water or river of birth and death, Sansara, Upalanava, like stone boat, J, those, Raga Dveshamal, filth of the attachment and aversion, Karimali, to spoil, Vanita, woman, Gadadijut, with the clubs, etc. China Chin, identification marks or signs. One who worships the false preachers, false lords, and false religion, Kudarma, is always feeding the right belief, deluding karma, darshan mohaniya karma. This is known as the acquired wrong faith. The false preacher has delusion from within and indulges in external wealth and clothes. He possesses as an ascetic with the mark of clothing, Dravyalingi Muni. He has no attributes of a real ascetic as described in the scriptures. They are like a stone boat sinking in the ocean of transmigration. The false gods are inherent with the filth of attachment and aversion and are identified with the signs of woman and club, etc. By worshipping false preachers and false gods, one increases his acquired wrong faith and as a result continues to wander in the transmigratory cycle.
You read the whole thing?
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't see the reference to Darshan Paud Gatha 18. Did it?
No, it didn't say anything about the
Not
Gatha
here,
18.
it's English. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So basically, here they have explained the result of believing in the Ku Guru, Ku Dev, Ku Dharma. So let's say you start following something else other than Vitragta, who will tell you, okay, do this mantra and you will get a kid if you don't have a kid.
Hmm.
Or ये वास्तु शास्त्र कर लो, vastu, this vastu thing is very popular, that the kitchen should be in this side and this should be there, and you see people changing their whole house, breaking it and doing whatever they say. And so all that is all ku guru, ku dharma, ku dev, right? So instead of believing in your own soul and the right vastu swarup, that this is the way things happen, is that you mithya beliefs, all these things accumulate karmas, they come into fruition and give you phal, and nobody can really change it, right? And then trying all these other things from ku guru, ku dev is which gives you the grahit mithyatva. And now, okay, I'm going to, if, does somebody have the Hindi book also open?
I have.
Okay, do you want to read the Hindi part? It may have a
Yes.
slightly better,
Yes.
yeah.
So Bhavartha I should read, correct?
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
okay. So let's see.
Ku Guru, it starts with Ku Guru, Ku Dev, like that.
Agrita Nityacharita. Okay, sorry. Grahita Mithyatva Darshan or Kugut Lakshan. Okay.
You're going to read
Yeah,
10 after 10, right? Yeah.
yeah. Kuguru, Kudev और कुधर्म की सेवा करने से दीर्घ काल तक मिथ्यात्व का ही पोषण होता है। अर्थात कुगुरु, कुदेव और कुधर्म का सेवन ही ग्रहित मिथ्यादर्शन कहलाता है। परिग्रह दो प्रकार का है, एक अंतरंग और दूसरा बहिरंग। मिथ्यात्व राग द्वेषादि अंतरंग परिग्रह है और वस्त्र, पात्र, धन, मकानादि बहिरंग परिग्रह है। जो वस्त्रादि सहित होने पर भी अपने को जिनलिंगधारी मानते हैं, वे कुगुरु है। जिनमार्ग में 3 लिंग तो श्रद्धा पूर्वक है। एक तो जिनस्वरूप निर्ग्रंथ दिगंबर मुनिलिंग, दूसरा उत्कृष्ट श्रावक रूप 10वीं 11वीं प्रतिमाधारी श्रावक लिंग, और तीसरा आरिकायों का रूप यह स्त्रियों का लिंग। इन 3 के अतिरिक्त कोई चौथा लिंग सम्यक दर्शन स्वरूप नहीं है। इसलिए इन 3 के अतिरिक्त अन्य लिंगों को जो मानता है उसे जिनमत की श्रद्धा नहीं है, किंतु वह मिथ्यादृष्टि है। दर्शन पावड़ गाथा 97
18.
सॉरी
It's okay.
18। इसलिए जो कुलिंग के धारक है, मिथ्यात्वादि अंतरंग तथा वस्त्रादि बहिरंग परिग्रह सहित है, अपने को मुनि मानते हैं वे कुगुरु है। जिस प्रकार पत्थर की नौका डूब जाती है तथा उसमें बैठने वाले भी डूबते हैं, उसी प्रकार कुगुरु की स्वयं समुद्र में डूबते हैं और उनकी वंदना तथा सेवा भक्ति करने वाले भी अनंत संसार में डूबते हैं। अर्थात कुगुरु की श्रद्धा, भक्ति, पूजा, विनय तथा अनुमोदना करने से ग्रहित मिथ्यात्व का सेवन होता है और उससे जीव अनंत काल तक भव भ्रमण करता है.
Hmm. So what now here what they have explained is that okay, for us, we are not trying to put down like any sect or anything like that. We are only understanding the what is the real Swarup. So what they're saying is that without the clothes, and it is nothing to do with the clothes, it's more about the attachment of even the clothes, that I have this feeling of shame without clothes. That level of detachment is what they're saying. Guru, that is what is the real guru who can have samyak darshan. Now, that doesn't mean the other ones with the clothes don't have the knowledge. They still can, okay. And then accordingly, they're talking about the real Shravak being the Sven Gyar. We have studied the Pratima, Gyara Pratima lesson, in the Vitrag Vigyan. And then the Arika, which is the females who give up the worldly relationships and stay as the ascetic, okay? And of course, they do have clothes. Now, but as a Shravak also, you can get Samyak Darshan. So it's, don't misunderstand that as if to get Samyak Darshan, you need to be not be clothed. So that is not the case, okay? Now, what they're saying is that if the Guru doesn't have that understanding of who the true Guru is, that you need that level of detachment before you take Diksha, then they are true Guru. If they are also not following the right thing, obviously they are going to preach the wrong things. So, and that happens, right? In any parampara, whatever they are doing, they will justify that.
Yeah.
So, in Mumbai, we were just at somebody's place and they were talking about, they happened to be from Murti Pujak side. And they said their sadhus, it's even the normal mundane people can see this, that it's all about ego. How many temples they built, how many, what type of donations they instigated amongst the Shravaks. And that is not job of sadhu. And they are constantly busy with that instead of being with their soul, which is what the reason for taking Diksha. So people who see them, they also then don't get the importance of who am I and all that.
Yeah.
So the point they're making is that if the guru is like that, then he is like a boat made out of stone, which is going to sink and take whoever is sitting in it also with him.
Yeah.
So we don't want to follow those gurus who are going to give the wrong information or themselves have a wrong character. And then you over time start believing that that is okay. So, and that is why for us, it is important to know the true guru, true shastra and true dev. And that doesn't mean we hate others. We are equanimous. Okay, whoever is there, their time will come and they will accomplish and everything. So there is no dvesh there, yet we have the right belief what the true guru looks like, what the true dev is, and what the true shastra is. And that is very important. And of course, they give reference that Darshan Paud Gatha 18 talks about this characteristics of true guru. Okay. So, okay. Let's do the Gatha 10 Uttararth now. Gudev.
Yeah. Nature of false religion, Kudharma, and the short.
Gudev yet?
I'm sorry?
Isn't Gudev next?
No, we done with the Kuguru and Kudev, 9 and 10, both Both we did.
Yeah, but 11 is Kudev in my
Okay, so 11 in English, it Kudharma.
Dharma. Yeah, 11 and 12.
In
Kudharma.
Hindi,
you have the Purvarth
yeah,
Kudev.
in Hindi it is Gata. 10 is okay. Okay,
Yeah,
11
English is always one ahead,
One,
right? So
right. So
ahead, right? So
but
10 of Hindi
regardless,
is
you should have the Kudev should be the
no,
next.
no, Kudharma is the next, is what you're saying.
in English, Kudharma is the 11 and 12. It has Kudharma
So
and
so
Greit.
so Prabhaji, 9 and 10 in English was Ku Guru and Kudev.
Oh,
Okay,
they
now
Yeah.
they've combined both of them, right? And Bahubali ji spoke for both the stanzas together.
okay, interesting.
Stanza 9 and 10.
Yeah.
And now 11 and 10, 11 and 12 are together. 11 is Kudharma and 12 is
Greit and
acquired
Kudev
wrong
Mitya.
in
fame.
Hindi,
Guru
but in
Mitadarsh.
Hindi, the 10 is Kudev alone.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Yeah, correct. I don't know why they've done this. So yeah, they've
interesting.
combined it.
Okay, in that case, let's just go ahead and read the Hindi quickly with the Kudev again.
Okay,
Kudev. Okay.
Kudev. Mit-
You
Okay,
can read
Kudev.
just the Bhava.
Mityadev ka Swarup. Mityadev ka Swarup. Kudev. जो राग द्वेष मलकरी मलिन वनिता गदादिजत चिन्ह चिन्ह. I think we did read that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
read that.
just
Yeah.
the Bhavarth. जो राग और द्वेष
हाँ.
रूपी मैल से मलिन.
Okay, जो राग और द्वेष रूपी मैल से मलिन रागी द्वेषी है और स्त्री गदा आभूषण आदि चिन्हों से जिनको पहचान जा सकते हैं वे कुदेव कह जाते हैं. जो अज्ञानी ऐसे कुदेवों की सेवा पूजन भक्ति और विनय करते हैं वे इस संसार का अंत नहीं कर सकते अर्थात अनंत काल तक उनका भवभ्रमण नहीं मिटता.
So what the thing is that, so remember, I always give the example of Ram is Bhagwan in Jain also. And why is he Bhagwan?
Because he is realized, he became Arhanta and then attained moksha.
Moksha, even though his story is the same, it's very similar to what the Hindus have. And then if we had Ram Murti, what would it look like?
It will be like a Tirthankar kind of murti, like a statue.
Right? So it's
Yeah.
nothing is wrong with following Ram. But if we go and bow down to the Ram with the Dhanush and Ban, what are we indicating?
Yeah. Is there attached that person is attached with so many like materialistic things like a defense and trying to defend with
Ragi and Dvesh. They are also Ragi and
Yeah,
Dveshi, right? So,
defense without Rag Dvesh.
Yeah.
Why would you need to protect if you don't have attachment to your body?
Yeah.
Right? Or attachment to the country where you have to go fight a war for them. Right?
Yeah.
So, and that is the reason, and we don't worship the person, we worship the attributes.
Attribute.
So if the attributes are wrong, then we don't worship.
Yeah.
Right? Because we are worshipping Vitragta, we are not worshipping Rag, and whatever depicts Rag, we don't worship that.
We become what we worship.
Right, exactly. And that is why we don't worship that.
Yeah.
And these are the simple things we should try to imbibe in our kids too.
Yeah.
And when they learn that from the beginning, childhood, then even if they are with the different company, it doesn't affect them. Right? Because then they know who I am, and then, if there others are doing their thing, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's change the
next one is Kudharma or Greit Mityatva Darshan ka Sankshipt Lakshan. रागादि भावहिंसा समेत दर्वित त्रस थावर मरण केत जे क्रिया तिने जानहु कुधर्म तिन सरधय जीव लहे अशर्म। याकू ग्रहित मिथ्यात्व जान अवसुन ग्रहित जो है अज्ञान। भावार्थ, जिस धर्म में मिथ्यात्व तथा रागादि रूप भाव हिंसा और त्रस तथा स्थावर जीवों के घात रूप द्रव्य हिंसा को धर्म माना जाता है, उसे कुधर्म कहते हैं। जो जीव उस कुधर्म की श्रद्धा करता है वह दुख प्राप्त करता है। ऐसे मिथ्या गुरु देव और धर्म की श्रद्धा करना उसे ग्रहित मिथ्या दर्शन कहते हैं। वह परोपदेश आदि बाह्य कारण के आश्रय से ग्रहण किया जाता है, इसलिए ग्रहित कहलाता है। अब ग्रहित मिथ्या ज्ञान का वर्णन किया जाता है।
So, yeah, go back to English and read the word
Yeah.
meaning, and then, yeah.
Okay. So the nature of false religion and the short description of acquired faith, Grehita Mityatma. The each word meaning. Bhavartha,
No,
the
that
each
that
word.
we don't straight Bhavarth.
Okay.
No. We will do the each word because there are all these different
Okay.
words that we should know.
They hain, those are Kudev, false gods. Tinke Jews say, worship them. Shata, foolish persons. Karat, to do. Na thin Bhava Brahman che. Do not end their wandering. Ragadi Bhava Himsa Samit, with internal violence, that is attachment, etc. Dhar with physical objective violence. Tras Thavar Maran Ket, place of killing of mobile and immobile beings. So that is 11, stanza 11. It's about the Kudev. Okay, so there is 12 also. It's about a great. I'll read that meaning of those words also. Jay Kriya, such actions. Tinai, those. Jano, no. Kudarma, false religion. Tin sarde, to have faith in those. Jeev, living being. Lahai, get. Asharm, miseries. Yaku, this. Grahita Mityatma, acquired wrong faith. Ab, now. Sun, listen. Grahita, acquired. Jo hai, that is again wrong knowledge. Okay, now this Bhavat. The foolish person worships false gods and as a result keeps on wandering in the transmigratory cycle of life and death. There is violence in his thought activity, bhava-himsa, in the deluded state. There is material violence, dravya-himsa, in the killing of immobile and mobile lives. The religion which propagates these two types of violence is known as false religion. Therefore, to have faith in false preachers, false gods, and false religions is known as the acquired wrong faith. In the next stanza, the author describes the nature of the acquired wrong knowledge.
Okay, let Amitji read now.
Okay.
Hindi, English, sorry.
Mostly we'll do English, but where needed, we'll also do Hindi.
Okay.
Okay. So, which
13.
one in English? No?
13.
13. Okay. The nature of the acquired wrong knowledge, grahit mithya gyan. एकांतवाद दूषित समस्त विषयाधिक पोषक अप्रशस्त रागी कुमतीन कृति श्रुति अभ्यास सो है कुबोध बहुदेन तरास. एकांतवाद one-sided view. दूषित corrupted. समस्त completely. विषयाधिक पोशाक breed passions etc. अप्रशस्त inauspicious. Ragi Kumati, written by false preceptors. Kruti, Shruti, Abhyas, study of scriptures. So hai kubod, wrong knowledge. Bahudain tras, bring many miseries. The reality comprises of multiple components. The false preceptor proposes only one such component and makes one believe it to be the whole reality. He also creates the scriptures which feeds the passions and the sensual pleasures. To believe, teach, and to learn these types of messages is known as acquired wrong knowledge, grahit mithya gyan. This type of knowledge brings intense misery.
Uh, okay. It
think it
seems
is in
longer.
Hindi. Hindi. It
Yeah.
is better. I think. I mean,
You're right.
long.
Yeah, we'll
I
read.
can read Hindi also.
Yeah, let's do.
Just a second. Let me open.
Vastu anek. Yeah.
Wait. Okay, yeah. भावार्थ फर्स्ट, वस्तु अनेक धर्मात्मक है, उसमें से किसी भी एक ही धर्म का पूर्ण वस्तु कहने के कारण से दूषित, मिथ्या तथा विषय कषायादि की पुष्टि करने वाले कुगुरुओं के रचे हुए सर्व प्रकार के मिथ्य शास्त्रों को धर्म बुद्धि से लिखना, लिखाना, पढ़ना, पढ़ाना, सुनना और सुनाना, उसे गृहीत मिथ्या ज्ञान कहते हैं। जो शास्त्र जगत में सर्वथा नित्य, एक, अद्वैत और सर्वव्यापक ब्रह्मात्र वस्तु है, अन्य कोई पदार्थ नहीं है, ऐसा वर्णन करता है, वो शास्त्र एकांतवाद से दूषित होने के कारण कुशास्त्र है। वस्तु को सर्वथा क्षणिक अनित्य बतलाए अथवा गुण गुणी सर्वथा भिन्न है, किसी गुण के संयोग से वस्तु है, ऐसा कथन करे अथवा जगत का कोई कर्ता हर्ता तथा नियंता है, ऐसा वर्णन करे, अथवा दया दान महाव्रतादिक शुभ राग जो कि पुण्यास्तव है, पराश्रय है, उसे तथा साधु को आहार देने के शुभ भाव से संसार परित अल्प मर्यादित होना बतलाए तथा उपदेश देने के शुभ भाव के परमार्थ रूप धर्म होता है, इत्यादि अन्य धर्मियों के ग्रंथों में जो विपरीत कथन है, वे एकांत और अप्रशस्त होने के कारण कुशास्त्र है, क्योंकि उनमें प्रयोजनभूत सात तत्वों की यथार्थता नहीं है। जहां एक तत्व की भूल हो, वहां सातों तत्वों की भूल होती ही है, ऐसा समझना चाहिए।
Okay. So now let us understand that. First of all, in the Ku Dharma, we studied that if anybody says that, oh, if you believe in this Bhagwan, you should offer flowers, you should, hinsa, we should use our own logic that how can that be dharma, right? So obviously it is Ku Dharma, right? There should, we know rag, dvesh, hinsa, all these are not worth doing. So if any religion teaches you to do those as part of religious duties, it should automatically trigger that there is something wrong and this is not the true dharma. And we should not follow because it creates great mithya darshan, right? So, or if so we should and that we can only get it from outside because somebody is teaching you that, right? Now in this one, gyan, right? If someone says that there is only soul, nothing else, that is also wrong because they're only giving you part of the truth. Because truth has multi-facets, right? There is so many parts of the truth. And if someone teaches you only one part, then that is mithya gyan. Because you will get the wrong understanding, which will go with you for the lives and lives, right? Now, if they don't tell you the complete truth, even though they cannot tell you complete truth at once, but they must say with apeksha, conditions, that according to this is the way it is, right? So first of all, it should not take you towards vishay kashay, right? Towards enjoyment. And like if somebody says, okay, kirtan karo, and you are going to be happy and enjoy. No, that cannot be dharma. Okay, then if you read, write those kind of granth or listen to them, those are all grahit mithya gyan. Now, they do have this thing in Hindus called it is Dvait and Advait, I think, right? So Advait is the one that believes that there is only this one soul and nothing else. Everything else is like illusion. No,
Yeah.
it's illusion. It exists, right? Obviously, Pudgal is a substance and it exists. And it has its own role. So understanding, reading, writing, explaining the way the things are, not making up that only soul is the real thing, everything else is illusion. No, it's not illusion. Okay. So that is also Kushastra. Or if somebody tells you that there is no such thing as soul, this is it. Whatever you see is it. And when it decomposes, you're done. That is also wrong because they are only talking about the paryay. So, and then in the Hindi one, I don't know if they numbered them in the English one. This numbering helps because then you can kind of make notes out of it. By the way, the reason I'm making you read the individual words and their meanings is in the exam, they can ask you, they can give you a chand gatha and tell you, give you options what this means. And if you don't understand the word meanings, then kind of you'll be lost. And I don't want you to depend on the English translations, and they may or may not in that case give you English translations. So you should kind of know the meanings of the Hindi words in the chand. So then the third point they give is that if they tell you that it's always a kshanik, it's always momentary. It is part of the truth because momentary is what?
Paryay.
Paryay, right? And the dravya is permanent. So गुण गुणी सर्वथा भिन्न है, किसी गुण के संयोग से वस्तु है, ऐसा कथन करें. So these are all they're giving examples of mithya gyan. If they tell you that there is somebody up there who is running all this, right? They say we are Katputli of that one God who is running this world and all that. That is all mithya gyan. Dayadan Mahavrata Di Shubhrag, which is actually Punyashrav.
Yeah.
Dependent on what you do. Usse tatha and this is very common. They say if you a sadhu, you will, limit your sansar and all that. So yes, it's important to give ahar to the sadhu, but to wrongly say that that is going to help you reduce the sansar is wrong. Okay. Tata updesh dene make shubh bhav. So if they say that if you're preaching that shubh bhav is the true dharam, no, it is not. It's only punyashrav. So these are like minute details that one should understand, that if the religion is misrepresented, it is kugyan. Or rather, grahit mithya gyan, right?
Yeah.
Kyunki they don't understand the truth of the Sat Tattva. And if there is bhool in the understanding of the Sat Tattva, then how can there be Samyak Darshan or Samyak Gyan? Right? So now we'll do Grahit Mithya Charitra Ka Lakshan. Go ahead, Amitji, we can read the next.
I'll read from the English first.
Yeah.
Characteristics of acquired wrong conduct, grahit mithya charitra.
Mhm.
जो ख्याति लाभ पुजादि चाह, धरी करत विविधि विधि देह दाह, आत्म अनात्म के ज्ञानहीन, जे करनी तन करिन क्षीण. जो those ख्याति fame, लाभ gain, pujadi respect etc, चाह desire, धरी धरी accepts, karat vividhi vidhi to do in many ways, deha daha to inflict pain to the body, atam soul, anatma the non-soul, ke for jnanaheen devoid of discriminating knowledge, J like this, Karani conduct, Tan Karan Ksheen causing mortification of the body, the person does not have proper knowledge of the realities. Therefore, he does not understand the true nature of the discriminative science Bhed Vigyan between soul and the matter. As a result, he adores the wealth, body, the senses, self fame, respect, pride, etc. He performs the activities of mortification of body without the understanding the discriminative knowledge of soul and alien substances. He does all these activities to fulfill his desires. This is known as acquired wrong conduct, mithya charitra. Should I read the
Yeah, we
Hindi
can
one?
read in Hindi also, yeah.
शरीर और आत्मा का भेद विज्ञान न होने से जो यश, धन, संपत्ति, आदर, सत्कार आदि की इच्छा से मानादि कषाय के वशीभूत होकर शरीर को क्षीण करने वाली अनेक प्रकार की क्रियाएं करता है, उसे ग्रहित मिथ्या चारित्र कहते हैं. मिथ्या चारित्र के त्याग का तथा आत्महित में लगने का उपदेश.
Next, Ajay.
Mhm.
Oh, that is next. Okay.
So, yeah. So basically, what they're saying is if somebody is teaching you that, uh, this fame and property and all this is okay to wish for, और मानादि कषाय के वशीभूत होकर शरीर को क्षीण करने वाली अनेक प्रकार की क्रियाएं करता है. So what happens is that, people who do these mass common or big tap, right? And believe that this tap is what is going to take me to moksha. That is all great mithya charitra. So yes, the tap can at the most give you discipline, at the most give you little tolerance to the body, but it cannot accomplish the soul experience. So we should not have that wrong belief. Again, they are not saying don't do tap, but you do tap with the right understanding. And that misconception that because there are people who are spending so much time in just doing these tap and siddhi tap and mass kaman and this and that, and the only purpose of that is to understand that you are not this body, you are the soul who doesn't eat. Nothing more than that. So one should not get the misconception that doing those bodily activities can accomplish the moksha, or, because attaining Atma can only be done with Atma, not the body. So, okay. So, okay, we come to I think this might be the last one, the Mithyajar. Oh, right? That was the last one of the Dhal 2,
Stanza 15. Yes, that's the last one.
right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Advice of discarding the wrong conduct and to get absorbed in the pure self. ते सब मिथ्य चारित्र त्यागी, अब आत्म के हित पंथ लागी, जग जाल भ्रमण को देय त्यागी, अब दौलत निज आत्म सुपागी. They sub, all such, mithya charitra, wrong conduct, tyagi, to abandon, अब, now, Atam, soul, K for hit panth, path of salvation, Lagi, follow, Jagjal Brahman, wandering in the mundane net, Kaun De Tyagi, abandon, Daulat, Daulatram, the author, Nij Atam, for self, soul, Supagi, to engage well. The living being, for the benefit of the self, should discard the notion of inborn as well as acquired wrong faith, knowledge, and conduct. He must practice the nature of the absolute right faith, knowledge, and conduct. Pandit Daulat Ramji addresses his own soul and says that, "Oh, my soul, the transmigratory cycle of life and death occurs due to the wrong dependency towards alien substances. So, as soon as possible, please give up the notion of auspicious and inauspicious activities and get engrossed in the nature of one's own pure soul."
So it,
I'll do Hindi, Bharat.
yeah, okay, then go ahead.
Yeah. आत्महितैषी जीव को निश्चय सम्यक दर्शन ज्ञान चारित्र ग्रहण करके ग्रहित मिथ्या दर्शन ज्ञान चारित्र तथा अग्रहित मिथ्या दर्शन ज्ञान चारित्र का त्याग करके आत्म कल्याण के मार्ग में लगना चाहिए। श्री पंडित दौलतराम जी अपनी आत्मा को संबोधन करके कहते हैं कि हे आत्मन, पराश्रय रूप संसार अर्थात पुण्य पाप में भटकना छोड़कर सावधानी से आत्म स्वरूप में लीन हो।
So क्या बोलते हैं कि आत्महितैषी जीव means if you want to do the good for your soul, then you should understand the real Samyak Darshan Gyan Charitra and accept that, imbibe that. Then and give up the Mithya Darshan Gyan Charitra. Agrahit Mithya Darshan Gyan Charitra ke tyags karke, that means whatever you brought with you, the association with the body, also give up that. And you should at least get in the path towards that. And he is even telling himself that stop wandering in these four gatis and get on with your own soul and be in it. So, see, most of these writers that we read, they are writing, teaching for their own self. In the process, if others benefit, it's great, right? So, so what's the summary of the second Dhal that we have studied?
I can read that.
No, first.
No, I mean, दूसरी Dhal का सारा answer. I can read that, right?
Does the English book also have that?
No, English book does not have it. No.
Doesn't have it. We'll read it, but first I want to test you guys. Spend like an hour and a half reading,
Yeah. So for everything is like mithyatva, like mithya darshan, mithya charitra, and then that comes from also the following the Ku Guru, Ku Dev, Ku Shastra.
Right.
So yeah.
So we are getting why? How did he start this chapter? Why did he write this second Dhal?
No, to give you the reason of the sufferings, right? And especially this all misconception, right, for the various tattva, right? So I think we did this also, right? The wrong concept of all the tattvas, jiva, ashra.
Right. So they, okay, Nidhi Viraj, I want you guys to also contribute, tell each one of your points. So the Daulat Ramji wrote the second Dhal to make you understand why you guys are wandering in these four gatis, right? And he gave all these reasons. So Nidhi ji, you have something to add?
मैम अभी तो सब कवर हो चुका है।
अच्छा, विराज जी।
Oh, you believe happiness and unhappiness in the sansar.
Yeah.
The family.
Okay, wait. Now he said you believe that. So what is that? Which tattva is that? Nidhi ji, you answer. Which tattva gives
Jeev Tattva.
no?
The tattva.
You believe that happiness or unhappiness is coming from the sansar. Which tattva is that? How will we get rid of these if we don't understand which tattva is?
Ashrava tattva.
Bandha.
Bandha.
Bandha, ashrava.
And that's the crux of it.
Yeah. The group, correct? Ajiva and Ashrava, Bandha and Samvara.
Right. See,
They went
asra
in
tak to
phase.
problem nahi hai. Asra means what? They're only coming towards you.
Comments
Yeah.
towards you.
But
Bandha
when
is
you
what?
believe that I get happiness with this and unhappiness, which is the cause of then bandha. That is
Bondage.
Bandha is where we stay in that feeling. Yeah.
right. Okay. And until you guys get all the questions answered correct, we keep reading the same topics again and again and again, right? Okay, let's do the summary now.
ओके यह जीव मिथ्या दर्शन, मिथ्या ज्ञान और मिथ्या चारित्र के वश होकर चार गतियों में परिभ्रमण करके प्रति समय अनंत दुख भोग रहा है। जब तक देहादि से भिन्न अपने आत्मा की सच्ची प्रतीति तथा रागादि का अभाव न करे, तब तक सुख, शांति और आत्मा का उद्धार नहीं हो सकता। आत्महित के लिए, सुखी होने के लिए प्रथम सच्चे देव, गुरु और धर्म की यथार्थ प्रतीति, जीवादि सात तत्वों की यथार्थ प्रतीति, स्व पर के स्वरूप की श्रद्धा, निज शुद्धात्मा के प्रतिभास रूप आत्मा की श्रद्धा, इन चार लक्षणों के अविनाभाव सहित सत्य श्रद्धा, निश्चय, सम्यक दर्शन, जब तक जीव प्रकट न करे तब तक जीव आत्मा का उद्धार नहीं हो सकता, अर्थात धर्म का प्रारंभ भी नहीं हो सकता और तब तक आत्मा को अंश मात्र भी सुख प्रकट नहीं होता। सात तत्वों की मिथ्या श्रद्धा करना उसे मिथ्या दर्शन कहते हैं।
So even this summary that you are reading, did you remember any of this? Even though we read all those 14 in detail. Abhi pada, abhi bhul jao instant, right?
करेक्ट। अपने स्वतंत्र स्वरूप की भूल का कारण आत्म स्वरूप से में विपरीत श्रद्धा होने से ज्ञानावरणीय आदि द्रव्य कर्म, शरीरादि नो कर्म तथा पुण्य पाप रागादि मलिन भावों में एकता बुद्धि, कर्ता बुद्धि है और इसीलिए शुभ राग तथा पुण्य हितकर है। शरीर आदि पर पदार्थों की अवस्था क्रिया में कर सकता हूँ, पर मुझे लाभ हानि कर सकता है तथा मैं पर का कुछ कर सकता हूँ, ऐसी मान्यता के कारण उसे सत असत का विवेक होता ही नहीं। सच्चा सुख तथा हितरूप श्रद्धा, ज्ञान, चारित्र अपने आत्मा के आश्रय से होते हैं। इस बात की भी उसे खबर नहीं होती। पुनश्च कुदेव, कुगुरु, कुशास्त्र और कुधर्म की श्रद्धा, पूजा, सेवा तथा विनय करने की जो प्रवृत्ति है, वह अपने मिथ्यात्वादी महान दोषों को पोषण देने वाली होने से दुखदायक है, अनंत संसार भ्रमण का कारण है। जो जीव उसका सेवन करता है, उसे कर्तव्य समझता है, वह दुर्लभ मनुष्य जीवन को नष्ट करता है। अग्रहित मिथ्या दर्शन, ज्ञान, चारित्र जीव को अनादिकाल से होते हैं, फिर वह मनुष्य होने के पश्चात कुशास्त्र का अभ्यास करके अथवा कुगुरु का उपदेश स्वीकार करके ग्रहित मिथ्या ज्ञान मिथ्या श्रद्धा धारण करता है तथा कुमत का अनुसरण करके मिथ्या क्रिया करता है, वह ग्रहित मिथ्या चारित्र है। इसलिए जीव को भली भांति सावधान होकर ग्रहित ग्रहित तथा अग्रहित दोनों प्रकार के मिथ्या भाव छोड़ने योग्य है तथा उनका यथार्थ निर्णय करके निश्चय सम्यक दर्शन प्रकट करना चाहिए। मिथ्या भावों का सेवन कर करके संसार में भटक कर अनंत जन्म धारण करके अनंत काल गवा दिया। इसलिए अब सावधान होकर आत्मोद्धार करना चाहिए।
आत्मोद्धार करना चाहिए।
आत्मोद्धार
आत्मोद्धार।
So it's all this gist. There's also in the same order that was in the there is this antar pradarsan, if you want to read those 4 points also. आत्मा और जीव में कोई अंतर नहीं है. If you go just a couple
Just
pages.
one question though, in the English book, there is no summary like this, right?
I know. Because I guess the translator decided to only translate the chand, not the rest of it.
Not the rest.
We can do it if you want. I mean, if one of you can do it, or I can have my translation group do this for you guys.
I can take it. I can do that.
Okay.
With all the AI assistant in the world.
I know these days.
Yeah. Okay.
In my that Hindi class, so one student, so we had this class, and then right after she sends this whole summary of what I spoke in the class, 3 pages summary of the whole class. So I'm like, no, don't do this, because then students will think we don't need to attend class. We'll just do the AI summary.
Okay. अंतर प्रदर्शन, राइट। आत्मा और जीव में कोई अंतर नहीं है, पर्यायवाचक शब्द है। पर्यायवाचक, what is पर्यायवाचक?
Synonym.
पर्यायवाचक means synonym.
Synonym. Okay. अग्रहित निसर्गज तो उपदेशादिक के निमित्त बिना होता है, परंतु ग्रहित में उपदेशादि निमित्त होते हैं।
So you understand that whatever knowledge you got from the previous birth, nobody needs to teach you right now. But the new knowledge, good or bad, you need a teacher or somebody to tell you that.
Yeah. मिथ्यात्व और मिथ्या दर्शन में कोई अंतर नहीं है, मात्र दोनों पर्यायवाचक शब्द है। सुगुरु में मिथ्यात्वादी दोष नहीं होते, किंतु कुगुरु में होते हैं। विद्या गुरु तो सुगुरु और कुगुरु से भिन्न व्यक्ति है। मोक्ष मार्ग के प्रसंग में तो मोक्ष मार्ग के प्रदर्शक सुगुरु से तात्पर्य है।
So what they're saying is that don't get confused with Vidya Guru, which means you have a chemistry, physics teacher, computer science teacher. Those don't come into the Suguru or Guru category. So you don't want to start disrespecting those teachers. So here when they're talking about Guru is only related to Moksha Marg. If they are giving you the wrong information, then they're Guru. If they're giving you right information, then they're Suguru.
Correct.
So thus we control, this might be something worth visiting. Agrahit mithya charitra, agrahit mithya gyan, agrahit mithya darshan, kudev ku, in sab ke exam, lakshan batao. How do you identify that somebody has agrahit mithya charitra?
Agrahit mithya charitra would be that famous thing, if someone remembers the Ganpati drinking milk, that could be agrahit mithya charitra. That would be
grahit. That is something new, something
interesting new.
Agrahit.
Agrahit. Okay. Correct. So agrahit would be something that we are born with, right? So
You just
How do we
This,
yeah,
this,
in our prayers asking for wealth and more prosperity from God, right? So that's agrahit mithya
the
charitra.
ekatva is great, like the I am this God.
that is a all
Yeah.
this asking and all this also sort of
Mm.
you learn when after
Yeah.
you're born. But
Yeah.
that as soon as the baby is born,
Yeah.
he wants to go towards its mom. Nobody taught him, right? He
Yeah.
has attachment, or he has the need to eat.
Mm.
All that is agrahit because he brought it with him. This
Yeah.
The
attachment.
baby knows how to cry, or baby knows how to
Right.
laugh.
So that means he already has a sukhi dukhi ka, that thing
Yeah. Yeah.
that I don't like this, so I'm going to cry, or I like it and I'm going to smile. So that is all agrahit. Then examples of agrahit mithya gyan. Same thing, he has the knowledge
Yeah.
that he is this body the moment he
body.
There is belief in that.
believe or something,
Yeah.
believe, right? Kudev,
Mithya
Kuguru,
darshan.
Kudharm ka examples. There's plenty.
It's
Plenty.
the Bhava Himsa, Dravya Himsa, whoever preaches
Mm-hmm.
that whatever it's either preacher or the God or the scriptures they preach talks about this Bhava Himsa, Dravya Himsa.
Mm-hmm.
It is in general. It is Ku Deva Ku Guru Ku Shastra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who does not talk about vairagya, right?
Anybody
Vitrag, with
talk
vitrag.
about the Vaitrakta, Vairagya is all Kudev, Kuguru,
But
right?
that's grahit, right? Or agrahit, how you would
No, that
get some
agrahit is done with. Now we are
Right.
talking Kudev, Kuguru, Kudharm ke examples.
Example in the grahit. Yeah. Mhm.
Now great Mithya Darshan and great Mithya Gyan and great Mithya Charitra
Yeah.
examples. Or rather, how do you identify is what they're asking. So
I
take your own examples and tell me what great Mithya Darshan you have.
So okay.
Yeah, we have learned a lot of
I
things.
mean the basic the goal or a goal of the life, right, is to have wealth and a better family and all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's all.
great mithya
No,
darshan.
Yeah, we were taught by this world.
yeah.
That's
Correct.
the goal of life,
With
right?
already false belief, then we tend to okay, we need to work hard to get house and then or preserve a lot of funds so that I can retire well. I mean, those are all.
Everything that we are taught,
Yeah,
right? All
yeah,
this motivation speakers, what are they teaching you?
yeah,
How to succeed in
Yeah.
life.
yeah.
Say something clever.
And now there's all these AI courses going on, right?
Yeah.
What are they teaching you?
Yeah. Now we are scared of AI now. We want AI to help us, but now we are scared also. Yeah, so
It's going to take away
that
our
means
jobs. So it's interesting.
it's kind of like we are scared of our own shadow.
Yes, yes. So there was this too much advertisement of this B10X, some company. Uh, it's just some advertisement popped up for 10 rupees. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me just do this AI course, right? So I did this 3-hour AI course in India. Of course, I knew it would be nothing but mostly advertising of whatever they want to sell. So, and it was, I mean, I did get a few tips, but whatever, in those 2 hours, what they taught was that law, art, almost every field it's going to touch and AI is going to take over. So, bottom line is if you don't, so that whole class was about, AI everybody knows, but the trick is how you give instructions to AI to accomplish what you want to accomplish.
Yeah.
And that is a skill to be learned AI will do everything for you, but you have to know how to make it do for you. So, yeah, they were talking about, pretty soon you'll be able to give it. I mean, they gave us examples of how you can instruct, and it will generate a whole software for you and give you the code, which you can take and edit and, even modify your code in minutes, which would otherwise take software engineers months to do or years to do.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Or they gave examples of law where it takes hours and hours, lawyers to, figure out compliance and this and that. And you put this instruction, and in seconds, it's going to go through the whole library of whatever law books and
Yeah.
give you answers of what you need. It's quite amazing, mind-boggling, whatever you want to call it. But that's okay. The good thing is we have the soul, which AI cannot replace. So, uh, so anyway, so those, I mean, you think the sadhus are afraid of AI?
No.
No.
They don't have anything to do with this extra. They don't care, right? So it's only us, these mundane souls, that
Yeah.
have to be concerned with it, right? So,
Actually, the
when you,
mundane souls should be happy that there is one tool is available right at your service. Correct?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
In fact, that can give us more time to do
Yeah,
Atma ka
yes.
Yeah.
Kalyan, right?
Do all
Because
your
the tool
worldly
will do
stuff
it.
in minutes, and that's it. Now you got plenty of time to be with
Yeah.
yourself.
Correct.
So yes, yeah, it was quite amazing in those 2 hours. They showed like how much things can be done so much faster, and then they had examples of people who doubled their salaries,
Mm.
or because they could do work of 10 people.
Yeah, provided the job is there, then only they can
Yeah,
double
that's
the
the
salary.
problem. Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. One is going to do job of 10, and the rest of the 9 people are going to be laid
Correct.
off.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
that one person will make money, right? More money than usual. But what about the other 9, right?
That's the whole point of this advertising of taking this AI course. So you can be that one person.
But whatever they say, right, on AI, like your prompt engineering is what they said, right? That of what
Yeah,
question
they
you
call it
ask,
as
right?
prompt engineering.
But
Yes.
that also continuously changes, right? Every
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
right? All these AI models, right, are continuously changing it. So today, the way you write a prompt, maybe
It
tomorrow it
continues.
is no longer valid, right? So
No, also the AI information is getting added, right? Multiplying, right?
correct,
So obviously your instructions will have to change.
correct.
So
And there is no golden rule, right? So whatever they're saying is more of, they say that this is the best approach, but there is no golden rule that this is the the perfect way to
there is
ask a question.
definitely truth to the fact that now all this information is there and tools that can access and analyze, and yes, I mean, you have to believe it. You cannot ignore AI, definitely not. But it is also important to stay up with it. I mean, the funny thing is, I got so swayed into it that I paid the first installment of the course. Then I'm like, what am I doing? Why do I need AI? Like, I don't need to work. I don't need to. So then I stopped. I said, nope, this is it. I paid the first installment. Now, if some of the younger people in the family want to do it, I'll pay the rest. Not, I don't need it. I have my soul. I'm good. So,
So maybe the start was more of a curiosity as
oh
to
yeah,
what
it
they're
was just
offering. Yeah.
curiosity because I mean, we do use in our English translation, we do use it, and there's no harm in knowing where you can use it. I mean, that's fine. So, but I mean that really that's the reason I'd done this is to be just curiosity, inquisitive, and I found that within my family, I mean, we have so many different professions. We have people who are movie makers, we have people who are lawyers, we have people who are whatever, And well, it got me that concept that these different professions can use it, very easily. So
Correct.
I mean, it is real. I mean, it's like one of those things. Like people still think AI is illusion, right? Kuch nahi hota, kuch nahi ho. No, no, no. Sorry, it is reality. You must
Yeah.
learn it, and you must be, stay up with it, so you don't lose out. Um, so I will share with you guys that summary that the Hindi batch student put it. It basically took everything I said, summarized it, put point by point and then also it gives you what was spoken on this topic, what was spoken on this topic. It is very interesting.
Oh,
Was it in Hindi language?
Yes, it is in Hindi
Oh,
language.
it understood the whole.
Yes. It understood. Even it gave reference to the Valmiki story I said, everything. So
yeah. In fact, you don't need to even type in Hindi. Even if you type with an English font, right?
no, this is
It
nothing to do
understands
with
that.
typing.
No,
Like
no,
the
no.
class that we just had,
Audio, yeah.
I don't know how to do this. I'm sure we can figure this
Maybe
out.
upload the audio, I think. Upload the audio or video.
No,
But what
no.
happens with two languages? The
Just in
problem is two
YouTube also.
languages, right?
There is, you just
No,
say, that summarize this YouTube video, and it will listen, it will
Yeah.
translate, it will make notes, it will do everything. So I'll
no. In
share
fact,
it with you
YouTube
guys.
does it now. You get a button of
I think
summarize this
so.
video in
I
YouTube
so I
itself.
didn't ask that student the details, but I'm sure it's quite trivial to do it. It
Correct.
doesn't take much.
Yeah, I just don't know the two languages. Otherwise, you get note takers, you get
I guess I
summarizers.
always mix languages. Even in the Hindi class, I'm in between.
Yeah, which is great. Yeah,
In
which is
English.
great.
So now that's what I'm saying. It used to be not as smart before.
Right.
Now it is. So it's the AI itself is developing, right? So now it can catch multiple languages also. So I just shared it with you guys and read it and see what you think. And then Amit can take that and put it through ChatGPT and translate it in English, and then you guys can read it in English. So but the interesting thing is that when you understand soul, you realize that none of this impresses you, or even if it does, you understand the right perspective of that it's only impressive in the worldly realm, but not in the soul side. The soul still is a lot more than this AI or anything else. So, Amitji, are you going to take the except that I don't want you to use this book summary as your summary assignment.
Okay. Yeah, as an assignment. But essentially, it will be the same thing, right? Even
Well,
if
but
we
the
write
thing
it
is, then
basically.
your mind is not being used.
Yeah,
You
yeah, but
have to read it and
yeah,
come up with it, which is
yeah,
what it's going to retain. Otherwise, if you just that, it's not
we'll
going to
not copy
change the
paste
thing.
it, but eventually in
It
some
may
other
be
line, it
similar.
will be the same
Actually, I
only.
want you to do it and then compare with this, that
Yeah,
how close you come.
correct.
Yes, I think
Self
that
examination.
examination. Yes, that will be the right thing to do. Because
Correct.
they have done it
And
in a very concise manner. And I want you guys to go through, I mean, just do it for the first 2 chapters that we did. You go through the each Dhal, read it, and jot down the points, and then summarize of what you got out of it, out of the chapter. And then you compare with the summary and see the difference.
Yep.
I think that'll be a good exercise to do. We have already covered 2 chapters. So I think it's a good activity to do before next class. And then I want to hear what you guys came up with.
Sure.
Okay.
And I have created all the assignments for semester 3, just
Three.
more of an information to everyone, right? On the
Mhm.
Moodle platform, I have created, and this time I saw that I could even ignore the due date. So I don't have to keep on pushing the
Oh,
due
good.
date, right? So I just ignored
You
the
know
due date
why?
right
Because
now.
they are going to do it now.
Oh, okay. They are going to put the due date.
Yeah, system says now they're not only going to depend on a myth now. If you don't upload by a certain date, the system will automatically take off 2 points.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Now there is
Okay.
no escaping. You cannot ask me that, oh, is it okay? No, it doesn't matter. They're going to take off the 2 points if you don't put it in time.
Got it. Okay.
So
Sure. But if somebody wants to upload it, they can. Sorry.
yes, they
So
can.
they can upload. They can
You
upload.
can,
I
of course,
already
upload
created
it
this.
before time. Yes. You
Yeah.
upload it anytime, but whatever date is determined for everybody, the system will automatically take off 2 points if you don't upload by then. So I
Correct.
think it is in your favor to already be done with the Moksha Marg Prakashak summary. And as we do, because otherwise, what's the point? You already have studied it. You might as well do it right away. And that way you're not late and you don't get those 2 points taken off. So far, I was being lenient because there was issues with Moodle and all that we said, okay, we'll let it go. But now, no, it won't slide anymore.
Yeah.
So, okay. सहजानंदी शुद्ध स्वरूपी अविनाशी हूँ आत्म स्वरूप सहजानंदी शुद्ध स्वरूपी अविनाशी हूँ आत्म स्वरूप सहजानंदी शुद्ध स्वरूपी अविनाशी हूँ आत्म स्वरूप निज निधि निज में बताई यह अनंत उपकार है इसके लिए जिन वाणी माँ को वंदना शत बार है वंदना शत बार. So
Jai Jai.